Hello and welcome to Devlog 1 of my 2D platformer game. In this series I'll be creating a game to be hosted at a competition style event run by myself, where people play the game against each other. This week I started to turn what was a passion project sparked from a failed game jam submission into an actual playable game that people will enjoy. This project all started with the Pirate Software game jam that took place from late January to early February this year. For this game, I wanted to create a simple 2D platformer where the objective was simply to fight harder enemies until you reach the end. There wasn't much to it, but I still had my struggles. For starters, I normally make 3D games in Unity, so moving into 2D was a bit of a challenge. I was also challenged by making a 2D platformer character controller from scratch, particularly the ability to dash, but I eventually got the scaffolding for the game working. After this, I eventually lost interest in the game, and it became an abandoned project. However, I gained interest in the project once more when I got the idea to use it for my own competition. To do this though, I had to drastically pivot my view from a single-player platformer game into a multiplayer fighting game. This came with the challenging task of implementing multiplayer into the game, which I did using the mirror library for Unity. This provided me with a simple solution to multiplayer. But I also got to learn new functions of the library, such as the command header, which allows clients to interact with the server and send information to other clients connected to the server. This was important for the next part of the game, which was to create an item system so that players would be able to fight each other with various weapons and abilities. During this, I learned how to use mirror solution to spawning objects on a server, which I had previously failed to do on other projects, as well as learning about enumerators, which made managing grabbable items a lot easier. However, I did run into the problem that I could not fix myself, which was that the movement of the character in the editor differs from the character at runtime. This is a big problem, but the simple solution I am using right now is to test the game at runtime rather than in the editor. In next week's episode, I'll be finishing off the item system and fixing issues with syncing and multiplayer. If you would like to suggest anything I should add to the game, feel free to comment and I'll make sure to respond. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for next week's video.